Alright, so this is gonna be most likely gonna be a stream, but I decided to make an video instead. So I'm gonna try and skip out all like the driving parts. Some of it is gonna be quite some time to get in from, plus all the waiting parts. So try to make it a little faster for y'all. So as you kind of have everything set up, now you don't need this SUV. You can really use any vehicle, but you don't really need a vehicle, like a ground vehicle. But I kind of like to use the ground vehicle just to get some of the items. Now, the way that I do it is I have obviously a lot of things. This is going to be primarily if you have, you know, everything, including the vehicle warehouse, and you've gotten the vehicles that go with it that you unlock the missions with. But what I recommend getting is either a Savage or a Buzzard. The Buzzard, I believe, is cheaper. We're going to go ahead and take a look now. But you can do it with the Buzzard. I'm going to show you how. And now you don't really need to have the vehicle warehouse and all that stuff. Now to do some of the missions I'm going to show you, but you will for other ones. So we'll do the ones that you don't need the Buzzard for first. Oh, it's nothing. That's awesome. And yeah, so where is... Okay, yeah, so the Savage is 1.95 million, and the Buzzard is 1.8. Oh, the Buzzard is actually nothing. So it's normally Buzzard's 1,750,000 GTA dollars. Right now it is on sale for nothing. So I definitely go and pick it up, as it is definitely useful. And then you can also pick up the Savage, which is, you know, not on sale, but it is definitely going to be helpful, because, you know, you can just continuously fire, but there's no reload time for the missiles, plus it has explosive rounds, so that would help out a lot. So obviously I'm not an CEO or anything, so I'm going to show you the CEO, the Secure Serve, CEO, VIP Works, whatever. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ones real quick. So top down we have Plowed, fully loaded, Transporter, Velocity. So obviously you tell them by myself. Just yeah. And stockpiling, and stockpiling, ramped up Velocity, Fortified, Transporter, Amphibious Assault, fully loaded, and Plowed are ones that you need the specialized vehicle for. Or at least the warehouse, I forget. I think you need to get the warehouse and then buy these vehicles as well, and then you can do them. Now, obviously, I can only do Plowed, fully loaded, Transporter, Velocity, and stockpiling those missions, and then the others are Headhunter, Air Freight, Haulage, Hostile Takeover, Asset Recovery, Executive Deathmatch, Executive Search, Sightseer, and Piracy Prevention. But I can only do, because I'm in, you know, lab by myself, Sightseer, Asset Recovery, Hostile Takeover, and Headhunter. So now we're not going to do a lot of things that I don't recommend doing, especially this one right here, because I actually wanted to do this with a full organization, and we didn't complete it. I mean, like, we didn't come close. I mean, then again, it was within a few months of this, you know, of that DLC launcher, and us being able to do it. But you know, so we're gonna start with these down here. So actually, we're doing Sightseer first, so I'll get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and do. We're not gonna do Hostile Takeover. No, we're not gonna do Asset Recovery. We're going to do Headhunter, and then we're going to do Sightseer. Let's go ahead and just start that up. And now, a little tip with Headhunter. Depending on where you are, it depends on whether they will spawn in Los Santos or out in the county. So I always make sure I am at the casino or below. Which you don't have to start at the casino, you can start anywhere. I just like to start right here because it's super easy. And sometimes the plow mission, then will spawn over here, like right over here. Plus, it's just out of the way. I know no AIs will come knocking my helicopter or my car as I'm waiting. So I'm going to show you with the missiles. So you can fire two, and I'm holding it, and there's a wait to reload. So there's kind of a workaround to that, not exactly. Now it has been a minute, but you know, so like by a minute I mean like a few years. I actually use this for this mission. So you might have kind of patched the work around, but it might not have. I'm not 100% sure. But we are going to, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just do this now. Now, Headhunter is going to be 2 groups of them. There's going to be those that are sitting still, and 2 sitting still, and 2 that are on the move. Now, it may look like that I just fired, you know, however many it was, like the 3 plus, there's the 2, and then additional ones, without a reload time. And that's because instead of, you know, pressing 2 off immediately, I kind of pushed 1, waited a few seconds, pushed 1, waited a few seconds. Otherwise, there's going to be that reload time, which is not fun. So this one is always a little tricky because they don't stop; they just go around here for days on end. So I did a little too fast. As soon as you get the target, I always go away, fly away as quick as I can. Because, you know, those guys will shoot you as you saw. So, now keep in mind these missions right now, as of this week, are double cash and RP. So, they normally pay out about 20 grand, today they're going to pay out 40. And the other missions, these special vehicle missions, normally pay out about 25 30, they're going to pay out about 30 to 35, something like that, so they're going to pay out about 60 to 70 dollars. Again, that depends on how long you take. I sometimes take a little bit of time, sometimes I don't. Now, the Headhunter, there are specific, I'm not going to try and find it today, but they're going to be, I'll try and do it this weekend. So I'll be doing these this weekend, and I'll try and put together a little compilation video of the best ways to approach the targets, like the targets that are sitting still that are a little trickier to get. I don't really recommend doing them out in the county because it's just a little more up there. Plus, there's one that usually always pops up that you actually have to land because you just can't get a missile in there. Nor can you get. Yeah. So looks like we have this one. And of course, the more you do these, the more you'll figure out, you know, where these guys are, and like precisely where these guys are. So get it there, and so it should get right there. And one thing you of course have to make sure is you don't accidentally hit like a building or a billboard, because then you just kind of, you know, readjust the fire. So sometimes, you know, you can't avoid it the first time. Sometimes you might think, okay, I'm not going to hit a billboard, but you do. And then, oh well, you just whatever. That's why if you know that you're locking on the guy and you shot it towards the dude, you shot it towards the target, then you just you don't go away. You just wait until, okay, it's hit, he's dead. Because it also sometimes locks onto somebody else, so you don't even realize it. And yeah, so or something. Yeah, so it's alright. So now, as you'll see, I'm not going to bank any of the cash yet. VIP work, there's a cooldown from this one. Oh, that's a 4-minute cooldown on that one. That's right. So 4.5 minute cooldown. So, and there's a 10-minute cooldown on that. So I will see you in about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Alright, so I always recommend getting in the helicopter first, and getting blade started, and then starting it. Sometimes you can't actually use the interaction in the helicopter, sometimes you have to get in first, but I always get in before you. Yeah, so now I can actually get in the helicopter and use interaction. But that's going to save you some time if you do it this way. If you get in and you go to this, for 9083. 9083. Don't look for all the ones. I always look for the first 2. Sometimes I won't see it. Y'all might see it, and I won't. I don't know, that happens sometimes. Alright, so we are looking for 9083. Okay, what is it on this one? Okay, I see it right there. Yeah. So now let's see where it's at, see where I'm actually possibly landing. Now, you could kind of do this with the car, but you need a really, really fast car, and you're not guaranteed to do it, or to accomplish it, because you have a total of 15 minutes, and that timer does not pause when you are, hacking it. Actually, the first time I did this, I did it on stream. I stayed up all night, and I got to the number one, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot do this. Like, I was absolutely exhausted, because I stayed up with my friend, and we were really excited. We had been playing GTA all night, in preparation for the DLC, and I mean, you probably go back and watch it, because again, I live streamed it, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. It was on PS4, maybe I guess it was on PS3, then I probably didn't live stream it.
See you later at that thing, homie.
Alright, see, like, make sure you get started up, boom, okay, now looking for this. Right, and there, I don't bother putting a waypoint on it because it'll be on the map, and there's a waypoint just well, I don't really find that effective in the air that often, so. Faster than things. And plus, I always find it's best to use a smaller helicopter for you, for a smaller, fast helicopter. Okay, because again, like this, oftentimes it's going to be in hard to land areas. Where you've got to be really careful to land, because obviously you don't want to completely wreck it. Sometimes they're spread out, like, all the way across the map from each other, like, there'll be one on the top of the map, or the bottom, or whatever, and the next one will be on the opposite end of the map, the bottom or the top, and the next one will be, again, on the other end of the map, the top and the bottom, so it's like, yeah. So, that's, so now, and you never really know where they're going to spawn in. That's why you can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna use the car for this one. Okay, as you could tell, okay, they're gonna spawn in, in the city, and then I'll just be in the car, and, so. This one is behind us, so it's gonna be outside A, and so you have a positive depth cache from the last mission. I'm not going to, because we do all these and see how much we've gotten. So this is a good time to be doing these, especially now that people have gotten their balances reset and all that. These are actually really good cache. Again, if you want help with this, I'm on PlayStation 4. You want to just hop in a session and we'll do some of this together. I'll do whatever people have time, because I don't have 3 people in a CEO or an organization. Then just let me know in the comment section. Just tell me your PSN, and we'll try and work out a day and time this week. And, so we'll do the best we can to help you out. So before I actually go up, thanks for hitting me. Up, let's go check. So. Alright. Placement actually in. There we go. So plow, we got 5 minutes on that. and velocity coming into the map. So we're gonna do. Well, we could do Headhunter, but I want to show you the other ones real quick. That at least I can do it, and you can do them too. Then you kind of know how to do them, how to. What was I saying? Sorry, my adorable pup just came here. Now he's so cute. He's so cute, definitely. Mwah. So we'll kind of show you how to do those, if you can do those. May not be able to if you don't have what it takes. I mean, like, if you don't have the skill, no, that's super easy. Actually, just the other day, Waffle and I say that she's in the room, right? I didn't think about it. Mwah. So the other day, I found a way to do one of them pretty easily. It was a lot easier. And I'll tell you the way I used to do it, and the way that I'll show you the way that I do it now. But that'll be probably about the last one we do, because I think I'm going to go top down again from Cloud. And yeah, I'll even do the one that I don't really do that often, but I'll only do it when there's really none others available. Sometimes I will wait good time, even if there are others available. Again, there's a very few that we actually do. So yeah, let's I'll see you in about 3 minutes. Alright. Welcome back. So we're gonna do Cloud. We'll see how that works. And this one is one that it just randomly chooses on the map, and down there you can get out and shoot the guys each time for a little bit of XP, and you'll see what I mean by that in a minute. Let's see right here, just spawning right over here. This is actually why I like to kind of park my vehicles over there. That way when I go to this one, it's super close. So we'll go ahead and just pop that right there. Now it'll kind of show us the power station. Right? So this is what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the power station. And honestly, I'll be using this so much fun. Honestly, I would use it around my teammates. This is fun. If the one we actually own. I also use a ramp buggy as well. It's fun. But we'll use both these, Phantom Wedge and the ramp buggy. If it's actually not like blow up, I'll probably grab some stars when we're doing it. Of course, we're going to watch if you're braking, or if you're speed rather, because you don't have to warn on some of these, you will, you can actually accidentally go a cliff, water, what have you, all alone in the phone. Of course, the more you do these, one of these, which hopefully will kill us, but probably not. But one of these at a construction site, and that one you really want to be careful, because you can actually get stuck on something, is what it is. You kind of want to not go super slow, it's going to be fine. I'll go kind of slow down there. This way I don't actually get stuck. So, help from time to time, but it's so super, super fun. I know it's password, so this is what I'm doing this. So, let's save me a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I know if I'll say about it. If you hit it right, you're gonna make it look flying like you or something. Oh, that one close. Forever actually wearing it. That to make sure I I think safe and actually hit that going a little longer way. So turning faster, so I think I keep the speed up a little bit. It's not actually turn, slow down a lot to turn while we're going into the lake, which is not really too good. So. Explode. To be aware of is when you do your missions, as soon as you finish, they're going to time it to explode. Sometimes the time they're going to get away from your quest and like not pushing you. So it's a code you oh man, this is good. What's happening to this side? Let's go through don't even hit it with like the edge. 30 seconds to go. All of them say like, no way out! It's like, so I like to kind of touch people a little bit and go down here, fine. It used to actually explode even in the water. Yeah, you got interesting. Alright, so we'll go ahead into the quest vehicle. And I will see you all in a little bit, but I'm guessing we'll have a plow, let's see, plenty of time. Alright, I'll see y'all in a minute. Welcome back. I've been here for a minute. So we're going to go ahead and see you fully loaded. So we're gonna do this, and we might need to use the helicopter. It's actually not a part of plane here, so it's called the helicopter. I called the helicopter. Got in the helicopter from the San Antonio airfield. But we'll go ahead and do fully loaded. See where that spawns. And in it is going to spawn to our right, probably a little too far for. Yeah, we're not gonna make that in an SUV. We probably wouldn't even make that in a supercar. So, this is where, sometimes you gotta keep calling these things in. Again, CEO vehicle, it is free if you own it, certain price if you don't. Pegasus, I think it's $200. An average person, for whatever reason, and because I can do this in heist, finale, or setup, or what have you, I have no idea. It's free. If it says $0, then say free for $0. So, I'm honestly can't really put in just a massive Pegasus vehicle. Cut the price come out of like in the DLC where it says, hey, we've deducted this much amount for previous Pegasus fees, or Pegasus fuel delivery fees, or whatever. So, yeah. Looking at some puppies over here. I know when it comes out, we usually when it comes out, right? So I'm already fed dinner. And he's looking at me like, ooh, we'll feed me dinner? I'll be fed. And I snack, remember? Which is why it's in nighttime, it's daytime. So we'll probably have to call something back in, or come pick it up, I don't know, we'll see. Now, I usually don't really do this one that often, unless there's like really no other ones to do, because of my time limit. But we're going to do it just to show you that you can, and provide you with it. And I always, and I mean always, go and check the map and see, okay, what's the closest, and what's this currently. I should tell you how to operate this thing. L3 is the jump, the parachute. So this will have unlimited missiles, which is really nice. Just enough that I'm gonna do. Traffic. Yeah, I think we do with mine is while parachute in the air, you have this slow down. So you aren't going as fast, but you are in the air, so it's kind of like a strategy thing, really, of how do you want to approach it. Of course, doesn't really go along with the safety up in there. Nothing can have on the ground, but it does help a little bit shortcutting sometimes. At the end of it. careful when you do it, how you do it, the roads you do it on, traffic you do it on, and if you don't do it, and if you're going to mess up on your timing and all that, then it's getting a little more time than you probably like. So you can see our homing missiles, they go straight up and towards the target. They don't go straight into the ground unless you directly rock or something. But yeah, so of course you always trying to keep an eye on time. I think what's nice because it actually gives you a little bit of time. But that made it kind of interesting because they don't really give you enough time to get there anymore. It used to be like 5 minutes to get there at least. But now it's like 2.5 minutes. And it's kind of a spot pretty far away. This one is decently far away. Last time I did the next one, which we'll see that in a minute. It spawned it really far away. Let's see. Like so far away, you have to use a supercar. I wouldn't be able to get it. Like, no chance. But something's over here. That's definitely where you careful when you do it. Now it's going to launch forward, it's not going to launch backwards. So I don't want to get all dinged up, it's just fine, it's still working. I think the nice thing is if this does get destroyed, there'll be a replacement. It'll be kind of far away, but there'll be a replacement. That's my saying is yeah, 'cause I'm gonna take a little long road like that. Which I knew where I was going, I just couldn't really control it for whatever reason. But nothing on his wheels. Some of his wheels are on his wheels. I had a hard time with that, but it's okay. Speed and I will start the next one. Of course, you gotta always make sure that you take as least amount of turns as you possibly can. If you kind of know the route a little bit, or the areas a little bit, you can see on the map that there's a bit of a better route. do that because remember, every time you slow down, every time you take a turn, you're slowing down. So the less turns you can take, the less you have to slow down. So, just got about this a little here. So it may seem faster, it's actually not. Unless the look we're taking is super long. And yeah. Like it's super long around. So that's something we'll have to debate with yourself, I guess. Or someone else. You're doing someone else. Yeah, 7 Hellstorm missiles with unlimited missiles. I guess technically you could take a Savage or a Kula, but I don't remember if those actually lock on. I think at least one person in one person in your VIP or CEO organization has to get in the and if there's more than one of you, it's only going to spawn one more. So you can use your own custom unit. So you can try to have you like. Kind of like over here. Why is it logging on this one? But yeah, let's try it one of these. But we need to get around this stuff anyway, so. Okay. Down here. And there you go, there's another one. So, Alright, we're going to use new transporter. Hopefully it doesn't spawn us super far away. Okay, yeah, this is where it spawned at last time. Don't really went there, whatever. See, we got 2.5 minutes to get there, and it's like half the map away, so it's over 3 miles, no matter which way you go. So definitely, like, we're gonna barely make it in a helicopter. And I mean, we are going to barely make it in a helicopter, and I'm not kidding. Looks like it was a little faster than the last one, so hopefully we'll make it with a good 50 seconds to spare. Because last time we got there with like 25 seconds to spare. So I don't know why this is spawning away so far now. They usually spawn pretty close to you. So this is definitely, I would not recommend doing this one unless you absolutely, like, there's no other one to do. Plus it's a little more stressful. The other one's pretty easy to do. But yeah, this one is just, yeah, so, I mean, look at that. Already a minute gone. Increase and almost half the time gone, and we took a helicopter. Okay, so we got a little bit of good time with this, because last time I took a Savage, which is a much bigger helicopter and a bit slower, so, well, obviously, a lot slower, so we got about a minute, so we gotta take our time on landing here. I don't know why it's just spawning over to here now. If it spawns for you elsewhere now, or still whatever, then please go ahead and let me know, because I don't know why it's just spawning right here only. Now this one, you have to keep the vehicle in good condition, and there will be guys that come after you. So, I like it, your vehicle and all that. Yeah, I don't mind. I keep forgetting to. So we can go and drive, we can get the can. Yeah, so hopefully the vehicle will be in good health. That's on the area we have. Let's see. We have 4 minutes. And about a mile and about a minute on average. Obviously, we're super slow, then take a bit longer. But yeah. And I'm actually not going to try to shoot the guy out. Shoot them out rather. I'm not trying to shoot the passenger, but I'd try to keep it to like one person shooting at me. Because if you take both out, then 2 more are going to come, and then, well, say it's a lot easier to have just 1 the entire time versus take 2 out, and then you gotta deal with pretty much 2, at least half the time. So, so yeah. So right down here, that's where you want to really be careful no matter what you're doing, because there is a canal right here. So. What the hell?
You ain't worth a piece.
come two more. Oh, the rim's out. This is... Train. Oh, that's rims of this one. Oh, whoa! Seriously. This one really isn't relaxing to do because you have to core health. No, it's not bad. It's just, you know. Alright, so... First time on AP pistol, then P, a little easier, but... Well, I have my weapon set to where I won't discord for a little bit. There it is, so... 45,000. Not a whole lot from that one. So again, really wouldn't do it unless you absolutely have to. Again, there's no others. That one does not explode. So. Alright, here we go. Velocity, last one. Normally this spawns nearby. If it doesn't, well, we'll just request a helicopter. So this one is a little harder to start, but once you get going, it's super easy and you'll see. Plan to put the helicopter down there because there's no point in putting the helicopter over there because, well, okay, I'm just doing these show me right now. We're doing one later tonight. I'm definitely working on. Well, after making these, I gotta edit this together, and yeah. So, but this one is, well, it's the hardest to start. It's pretty much the easiest one to actually do. Oops, and yeah, pass that one up. And you'll see what I mean by it's, you know, the hardest to start. I don't mean like, you know, time-wise, like, oh my gosh, you know, it's gonna take a few minutes to get there. No. See, it's got file was activated in 14 seconds from the time you open the door. So and you have to keep it below that bar. See how it's green, red, green, red, green, red. Oh, I don't know if the red is but if it goes to a red too long, let's see. How far above that, it is. Yeah, it's counting up. So. What I do here is, what I used to do is I used to take to the highway, but, you know, because I gotta take to the highway, and then I go on the highway, and you have to from cars and all that. This isn't normally that bad, but I kind of was parking myself over here at the track, and I was like, well, I actually wonder, can I take it on the track without it slowing down too much or for too long? That's gonna detonate. And the answer is yeah. I mean, you can't get up to the speeds that you can on the street because you can usually get that green max out on the regular streets. I think you got the highway, but you can definitely get it going nice and well. You can have your helicopter parked over there, and you can have your helicopter and your car probably parked over there, and you can cut it with just enough space, like in plenty of space, to not hit the vehicle. You gotta slow down a little, slow down a little, and then you'll put that boost at L3 so you get back up to speed. So. we'll talk about BJ. BJ. I think you say rapid BJ. But yeah, so go ahead and I can do it, and I'll see you when it is done. Super easy on here. Of course, I can get to card 7, 6. Boom. So we made $310,000 just by doing all those. Now, of course, you could make more if you had done, stuck to the not really premium ones, but the special vehicle ones like Velocity, and then done those or more. So there you have it. There is this video. Don't forget to stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more videos. I have a lot of videos in the works. I have some already uploaded and coming out soon, probably soon. There's a lot of different games coming out. Got some streams I got planned. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch, which is same handle, ZachRider747. Check me out on Twitter at ZachRider747. Yeah, there you have it. Stay tuned. Stay awesome. Thank you all so much for watching.